What's up everybody? My name is Cody and welcome back to the plant channel. So today's video is about working houseplants into your landscaping. I try to do that topic right there. Try to do it every year by working some of my very large houseplants or even some of my small plants into the landscaping. So behind me is, and we've talked about it in a previous video, is my mulberry tree. It is a wonderful shady area, perfect for houseplants. So question is, what's classified as a houseplant? Well, I don't think there's actually a black and white definition of what a houseplant is. Houseplant's basically any type of plant that you want to grow in your house. So you're going to see some plants that I've potted up previously, like the caladiums, that I tend on actually making houseplants. So behind me is quite a selection of plants, both there are some caladiums, some of my perennials are in here as well, and some of my potted houseplants. So I'm going to give you a little tips and tricks for that. So tip one, you want a shady area for it. This side over here gets a little bit of a block time of probably hour or so of morning sun, so nothing really intense. And this side over here gets right as the sun is setting, so I haven't had any burn issues in the last 2 or 3 years I've been doing this over here. So I just make sure there's no burning. If they're getting burned, I kind of move them around. Make sure they're always watered because of course we are under a shade tree, and sometimes that water, like rainwater, does not make it to the ground level. And then of course, always in the summer I do my regimen of fertilizing. So these guys get fertilized once a week. So I'm going to show you what I got in here. All right, so starting off just right directly behind me, we have some caladiums that are in this pot. And so I always buy pots at the end of the season, and I have a plethora of different pots. So this is just a beautiful caladium that I picked up at a nursery not too long ago. And I want to show you something cool about this. So there's one leaf right here that's absolutely beautiful. And then there's another beautiful, beautiful leaf. But it is blooming, and the bloom even has that kind of polka dot that it's got going on the leaf pattern. So I'm absolutely in love with that. This right here would be a Hosta Empress Woo. Of course, I am a Proven Winners, huge Proven Winners fan. So these are Proven Winners Empress Woo Hosta. That's a beautiful little Brunnera. I love Brunnera. And this is the first year of it being in the ground. So next year I anticipate it being huge because these guys get really, really big. So moving along, okay, here's a houseplant. A lot of you have these. This is a ZZ Raven. I brought my ZZ Raven. Actually, this was two. They were the ones I picked up at Lowe's with the Trending Tropicals. And I took them both out of their pots, took off a lot of the soil because it is, a very heavy peat-based potting mix, and I was afraid it was going to rot these tubers on these. If you guys don't know, ZZs have a tuber, and it's super cool. One of these days I'll be able to, like if I'm repotting one, I'll show you guys. So ZZ Raven, there's actually 2 plants in there. I can't wait for this to fill out. Unfortunately, this pot is kind of a concaved, I think that's the word. It goes in. So when it's time to repot this guy, might be a little bit difficult. I may just wait, honestly, till it breaks the pot, because if you haven't seen it, it's super neat. ZZs will break a pot when they need to be repotted. It's super neat. So moving on, right here would be the caladium. This is the Lemon Blush, the Proven Winner series. You guys watched me pot that up. Love these caladiums. They're doing wonderful right now, and I hope they tend to keep growing for me, and I think they will. They're just, that color is just stunning. And then right back here, another Brunnera. I love Brunneras. I recently just discovered Brunneras, and I don't know why it's taken me so long, but that beautiful silvery foliage is just an eye catcher. And these are almost a complete shade plant. Like I said, they will get the a morning block for about an hour, and that's about it. So super happy with those. This guy right here is a zone hardy to me. I'm in zone 6B. So this is Begonia grandius. It is a hardy, like almost tuberous begonia in my area. If you guys want to get these, check your local garden centers. I'm a huge begonia fan, so I always have begonias like in hanging baskets. And then I thought, oh, I'm just going to plant this here. I picked it up at the nursery, and I'm like, I'm super happy with it being there. I want to pan back up right over here and show you this. So I potted this up. This is a, ignore my trash can over here. It was trash day. This is a hanging basket of violas that I planted up early spring, and it's just massively huge. I'm so happy with the results of it. And I stuck it under here under the shade because violas tend not to do very well in our summers because they're super hot. So let's go on over here. And yes, those are my pruners. I leave my pruners there all year round because I can find them when they're there. So this is a beautiful plant. This is Tenanthe, I want to say. I think it is the Burl Marks Tenanthe. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't taken the time to actually get a full ID on it. So it is huge, and it is in this pot because I haven't decided if I want to plant it in this pot. What do you guys think? Leave some comments down below if I should plant it in the blue copper pot that it's in right now. So moving on, Caladium Radiance, another one of my favorite caladiums from Proven Winners because look at that leaf. Isn't that just not gorgeous? So these are doing well, and these are on little stands. I thought it would be kind of a cool effect to see it almost look like it's floating against that dark mulch. And some of you eagle eyes are probably going to find out that, and I'm just come forth to tell you guys, the mulch in here is 2 different colors. That was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. But I like how it gives it the floating pot aesthetic. Moving on to the next plant, we've got my giant Jungle Boogie. She always spends the summers out here underneath the mulberry tree. So just, you know, if you want to bring your plants outside, I'm a very huge advocate for summer camp for plants. A lot of them, if they're not in the greenhouse, of course they come out in the landscaping. One of these days you'll see Mama Monstera, and she is massive. You guys have probably seen her behind me in a lot of videos. So I'm just kind of walking around for you guys just to get another look at everything. So if you guys have any questions, feel free, ask me below, send me a message on Instagram, and you know, general plant questions. I'm always here for you all. Working on some stuff for you all. If you have not listened to Rachel and her podcast, Heart-Shaped Leaves After Dark, go ahead over there and check it out. Her and I are working on something big, so thank you guys for joining me today. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. And we'll see you in the next one.